Okay, so welcome back to my channel, where I give you reasons on why you should not be in a relationship and why you should stop dating. Now, those guys who they see the value in dating, they love it, they want to do it. Go ahead and do it. This channel is for guys who think like me, and I just want to help them out, give them reasons, give them stories on why they shouldn't date. Um, Obviously, if you meet a great woman, that one that that needle in a haystack woman, and you want to be in a relationship, you want to date her, you want to have kids, get married, all that stuff. Fine, go do that. And to the guys who love participating in dating and stuff like that, I really don't know why you're angry at guys like me, because hey, there's more VAG for you. There's one less guy out there taking VAG, right? So there's more for you. Anyways, have you guys ever noticed um couples at restaurants and they're not talking to each other? I've seen this thousands upon thousands of times. Uh, from years and years and years of going to restaurants, and I worked at a restaurant. I was a busboy and then a waiter. Um, I'd say maybe 11 years ago, and not only working in a restaurant, but also going to restaurants. And I'm not talking about a couple that's, 85 years old, 90 years old. I'm talking about a couple where the man and the woman are both 25 to 50. You know, they're still young, sort of. Oh, well, you know, if you're under 40, you're still young, but 50 is still young to drop DEAD. It may not be young for dating, but it is still young as a human. You could still run, jump, look good if you keep yourself in shape, and you follow a diet and exercise regimen. At 50, you can still look great. So I'm talking about couples that are, yeah, like 25 to 50, where they're sitting at a restaurant and they're not even talking to each other. And I can understand where you're both watching a movie, you're not talking to each other. I can understand you're both going for a walk, you're walking the dog or something, and you're not talking to each other. You guys are just walking, enjoying nature. Um, you're not really talking. But at a restaurant, you're sitting there and you're not talking to each other. You're sort of staring at each other's faces, looking off, staring at other people, and they're not giving each other any commentary about anything. And you may say, "Oh, they're probably in a little argument." You know how couples have arguments? They're probably in a little argument. It's normal. Yes, maybe some of the couples that I've seen at restaurants not talking to each other were probably in a little, argument with their partner, with their couple, with their wife, with their husband, with their boyfriend, girlfriend. Um, yes, but what I think it is that eventually, over time, you guys just run out of stuff to talk about. Uh, it gets to a point where she knows all your jokes, she knows all your moves, And it starts getting into this territory where she's not happy anymore. And maybe both of them have like a lot invested into the relationship. Maybe there's kids, there's a mortgage. Excuse me. There's a mortgage. They have cars together. Maybe they have a business together. Um, a few kids involved, and both of them feel stuck with each other. Now, I'm not going to say that this is all couples. I'm pretty sure that there are couples out. Jesus Christ, this soda. I drink sugar-free diet soda to make sure I stay on my diet, and it has all like these bubbles coming up. I'm pretty sure that there are lots of couples out there who still talk to each other and still crack jokes with each other and still love each other, and they've been together for 15, 20 years, and it's marvelous and it's great. But I think that all relationships eventually, over time, they become this. And I've seen this over and over again. Two people sitting at a restaurant, and they're not talking to each other. They're not, I can even understand if, you guys are both on your phone, sort of, and you're showing each other funny TikToks. You're showing each other funny stuff on your phone. Like, oh, look, look what Margaret did this weekend. Look what she just posted, or what, I don't know. But I can understand if you guys are both showing each other stuff on your phone. No, I'm talking about two people just sitting there at at their table in the restaurant, and they're not even engaging with each other. They're sort of like, yeah, I mean, we went out because we're trying to hold this marriage together. We're trying to hold this relationship together that's been falling apart for years. The woman's not even hot for him anymore. One of them, or maybe both of them, are out of shape now. They've been together for years. He's thinking of secretly, sleeping with someone else. She wants to, get some new excitement in her life. But once again, it's like they're anchored to each other with kids and mortgage and stuff like that. And they're just trying to make it work. They're running on fumes, and they're just trying to make it work. And this is one of the many reasons why just dating and relationships is just not for me. And the purpose of this channel is just to constantly give guys stories, constantly give guys examples, guys out there who feel exactly like me, in why you just shouldn't do it. You shouldn't participate in it. You shouldn't engage. And personally, myself, if a woman comes into my life, she's cool, and there's not too much, none of these games that you have, none of these dating games that you got to play, and things are smooth sailing. I don't mind, dating for a while, being sweet to her and all that stuff. But I think, number one, the whole dating game stuff, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with the you gotta text her back in 3 hours, because if you text her back right away, it's gonna seem like you're needy and blah blah blah. I don't play those games. I don't play none of those dating games. Okay, a girl texts me, I'll text her right back. Now, I'm not gonna spend all day like a texting buddy and text her all freaking day. But if a woman texts me, I'll respond, and and try to meet up, or see how her day is going, or some whatever. But what I'm against is long-term relationships and dating games. I don't play dating games. I've played them in the past because it's like, oh, you have to show her that you're not needy and blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. If I meet a woman and she requires all of these games, it's just like, no, I rather not. Um, but yeah, this is another reason why you should just stop dating, unless it's 100%. I think I need to rephrase the channel better. It should be stop dating until you think it's 100% worth it. That should be. I think that's the lesson there. Don't date until you think it's 100% worth it for you, because playing the dating game, these small dating games in the beginning stages or whatever, and also the long term, relationship effect of, we're bored with each other and we're just hanging on for dear life. I don't like that either. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys another story of something that I've seen over and over and over and over again. I see it. I think I'd say I see it often, because I do go out to eat often. I try to cook my breakfast at home and my dinner at home, or sometimes It's always I always cook breakfast at home. I never have breakfast out, but breakfast and dinner is usually at home, and I eat lunch out somewhere. And I'm not gonna say I see it every day, but I see it often. I see it often. A couple that's sitting at the table and they're not even talking to each other. Now, if you as a guy think that, hey, well, that's just part of the relationship, that's just part of, evolving in a relationship, that's part of growing old with someone. Yeah, then good for you. Like, do that. But that's not for me. It's just not for me to be with someone that I'm absolutely miserable with, or someone I'm trying to engage with her. I'm trying to crack a joke. I'm trying to, maybe talk about something, and she's just like, oh, oh yeah, and she's not engaging. You could tell, like, she sees this relationship as a chore. She sees it as a job, um, and she wants some excitement in her life, which all women eventually will find you not exciting anymore. It doesn't matter how great you are, how mysterious you are, how much money you have, how funny you are. Eventually, you are just stale to her. And, I'll admit that many times women become stale to men, but I think men just endure. They endure in the relationship even if they're miserable. Uh, because divorce might bankrupt him, or the kids, or whatever, stuff like that. I noticed that more men just endure the BS, and women eventually, maybe 10 years in, 12 years in, they pull the plug. They're just like, yeah, I'm over this. And it doesn't matter how great you are, eventually you just become stale. Anyways, guys, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, and I will be sharing more stories and more reasons on why you should stop dating until it's absolutely worth it. And yeah, thanks.